European markets are closing now.
European markets have just closed. Simon Hobbs joins us now with a recap of the session. Simon.
And they are substantially higher. They've been lifted higher through the session as a result of the data here in the United States and, of course, the moves you've had on the dollar, which have sent the euro breaking lower. So snapping what was a three-day losing streak. The German unemployment data is obviously worse on the month, but if you look at the track of 3 months, actually you had 2 good months before that, so I don't think people are too worried about that at this stage. Top gainer in Europe today is obviously Vodafone. You were discussing just before the break the sale of Verizon Wireless, or its stake here in the United States, for 130 billion euros. It's lifted dollars, it's lifted other telecom players around Europe. There's still this discussion about consolidation, though Vodafone obviously is more interested in cable assets at the moment. The earnings are good in Europe today. Carrefour, the French retailer, WPP, saying it thinks as a result of ad sales in this country and the UK that things will be better for the full year. It's lifted its rival Publicist, despite the fact that Martin Sorrel was putting the knife in on its merger with Omnicom in the comments that he's been making today. One of the big beasts in European finance is resigning. From the head of Zurich Financial, Josef Ackermann, says that he's made the move as a result of the death of, or the suicide of, the CFO at that company. His CFO, quote, "I have reasons to believe that the family is of the opinion that I should take my share of responsibility, as unfounded as any allegations might be." He is, of course, the former CEO of Deutsche Bank. Let me just finally show you the action in Athens today, where the labour unions have begun their protest season against the civil servant job cuts. The latest we have from the troika, the rest of the eurozone, is that they're going to try and force the Greeks to put all their privatization assets, all that land and those companies into a holding company somewhere in Europe under the legal responsibility of the eurozone, so that they can better get rid of those assets and sell them off to the private sector. We'll see, guys, how that flies, as of course we go into now the third bailout potentially of Greece. Back to you.
All right, Simon, thank you very much.